Okay, the main idea
Hello
of
there.
examples is tells you to express each in terms of a single trig function, but we said that the hint for today is to focus on the angle. Okay, so with your formula sheet out, I want you to find a formula that looks like this one. Look at your formula sheet with all the identities. Alright, you guys said the double angle identity. Which double angle identity? Okay, watch. Sine of 2 times the angle equals 2 sine theta cosine theta. Now, again, you can always just change your different angle to a different variable. Okay, did you guys notice how I wrote it? On your paper, it probably said something like sine of 2 theta equals 2 sine theta cosine theta. And what I did there is I wrote the formula right below it, and then what is the formula? Okay? And then today's lesson, I told you to focus on the, and this is where it comes up. This is my angle. You see it? The angle is 0.45. So we're going to write that there. So you get sine of 2 times 0.45. And then you can just multiply that. 2 times 0.5 goes to 0.90 is my answer. Questions. Is 0.90 on your unit circle? It is not. You can just put it into your calculator and get a value. But for right now, we're just kind of, in some ways, working backwards. It's kind of like you've already been started a problem. How do you kind of figure out where did it start from? Okay? Let's try the B here. Partner B, tell partner A. Which identity does that look like? Ready, set, go. Lisbeth, which formula does that look like? Okay, the Pythagorean identity has a plus sign. What do we have here? Minus sign. So it's not the Pythagorean identity. Which double angle identity? So cosine of twice the angle is cosine squared A minus sine squared A. I want another formula right next to it. That way I can see that the angle is, what's the angle cost? 5. Now I can write cosine 2 times what? 5. Now this 5 doesn't have a degrees or anything, it's just kind of like an expression problem. So cosine of 10 is your answer. Okay, last problem. Alright, so this problem, part, I think C, tells you to find the value of cosine of 2x for x is 0.69. So here you have the double angle identity. And you can use any formula, but if I use the double angle identity, for cosine, there's 3 of them. And I got to pick one of them, and I'd probably pick, you can pick any of them, but I'm going to choose this one. 2 cosine. So double angle of cosine is 2 cosine squared x minus 1. And x represents the angle, right? So student friendly basically means 2 times cosine of x squared minus 1. Now, this here, x has to represent an angle. Now, angles are measured in both degrees and radians. So, I know it's not degrees because it's not a degree symbol. So, it's going to be radians. So when I substitute this in, I have 2 times cosine of 0.69. So my angle is measured in radians, squared, and then minus 1. What does that mean for us? Pull out your calculator. Let's see if I can get that done. Let's see. Okay, into a shadow. Let me turn the flashing lights. Focus. Okay, a little bit better, but let's see. No. Okay, so I'm going to go to mode and make sure my calculator is on not degree but radian mode. Press enter, then second quit or second mode. And then I can just type in the value that we had. So I'm going to type in, you can put all at once if you want to, if your calculator can handle that. 2 times cosine 0.69. We're squaring this, and then we're going to subtract 1. And you get an answer of 0.896. So in this problem, just notice that when you're using double angle identity, you can pick either of those, and I chose to use one of the 3 double angles for cosine, and we're in radians.